Here are the main concepts and ideas from the very popular book, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. Now, I've synthesized these concepts down to one easy to understand visual sketch note so that you can more easily remember them and apply them to your life. Now, throughout the book, Napoleon consistently mentions desire. Desire is rooted in absolutely everything. If you don't have a true deep desire for what you want, the rest of the steps in the book just are not going to work. So first, you need to be clear on your desire. Now, in the beginning of the book, Napoleon mentions this exercise, which I will refer to as the method. The method is so important to the book that I'm actually going to take the main concepts and loop them back into the method itself. So what is the method? Has 6 steps. So step number 1 is you're going to name the amount of money that you want. Step number 2 is expressing what you're going to give for that amount of money. Step number 3 is the date on when you want that money in your life. Number 4 is make a plan on how you are going to receive it. Number 5, you're going to wrap all those things up into one clear, concise statement. And number 6, you're going to read that statement out loud twice a day, once in the morning and once at nighttime. All right, so step number 1 is naming the amount of money that you want. So this is rooted in decision making. Making a decision is actually a very important step that a lot of people miss and something you're going to want to do right off the bat. To help you make a decision, he mentions the importance of making sure that you do not allow other people's opinions to affect your decision making. He also mentions that it's actually courageous to make a decision. So when you have, you should totally celebrate it. He also talks about how important it is to be prompt in your decision making. Make it fast, don't think about it too hard, but also to be slow to change your decision. So you don't want to be ping-ponging all around and making different decisions and changing your mind all the time. So if you do want to change it, he encourages you to be slow in that process. So step number 2 is expressing what you're going to give for that amount. So I'm going to talk about 3 concepts that he talks about: transmutation, knowledge, and creative imagination. So transmutation, basically at its core, is exchanging one energy for another. So if you're really fixated or focused on one thing that's likely distracting you from the statement in the method, you're just going to want to channel back that energy and put it towards the thing that you desire. Now, knowledge is basically just means to develop from within. So what are you open to learning, or what knowledge are you already bringing to the table that you can give? Now, creative imagination is your sixth sense. So that is that like source of inspiration, or if you get a hunch of something, this is where your ideas come from. You'll want to pay particular attention to these gut feelings or ideas that kind of pop into your mind. All right, now, so step number 4 is making a plan. Napoleon talks about multiple times throughout the book around surrounding yourself with a mastermind. Now, these are your chosen people who have qualities and achievements that you wish to have for yourself. If you've ever heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with, which was by Jim Rohn, then you'll know this to be true. Napoleon also speaks about having the QQS rating, which is quality plus quantity plus proper spirit of cooperation equals perfect marketing of service. Lean in on what your QQS rating is to help you when you get to the phase where you're setting your plan into action. Now, number 5 is making your statement. I love this step because I think it's one of the most that people don't always think to do. We often write down goals, but we don't see how these goals connect to one another that contribute to a larger picture. Your statement is one of faith, which I would say is the second most mentioned word in the book. Now, what does this faith equation look like? Faith is thought, which is autosuggestion, visualization, and giving things to your imagination, plus your feelings of goodness, love, plus faith, which is that feeling that you're already in possession of it, equals your subconscious mind picking it up, drawing on infinite intelligence for it to become physical, to become in your reality. Whenever you are feeling stuck, you're going to want to revisit this statement and the faith equation to ground yourself back into your desire and the feelings of the beliefs on how it will become reality for you. Now, step number 6 is reading it twice a day, which is so important. Once in the morning and once in the evening before you go to bed. Napoleon speaks about the importance of persistence. Persistence is the power of will. He also writes about the 6 ghosts of fear, plus the 7th, which is the most important one, which is being susceptible to negative influences. Persistence is your purpose, plus your plan of focus on blocking out negativity. You want to lean in on your willpower to block out negativity when it comes into your life. Your persistence is vital to keep going, and that's why reading it out loud is so incredibly important. That's it. Grab a copy of this visual sketch note in the description below. Check out a recent video of mine here. Like and subscribe if you can, and I'll see you on the next video.